W8VPV. Repeater. W8VPV. Repeater. W8VPV. Repeater.
Good evening. Calling all amateur radio operators. Welcome to the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club Monday night VHF UHF net. Calling all amateur radio operators. Welcome to the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur. My name is John and my call is WO3X. However, for the purposes of this net, I'll be using the club call Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. This is an open directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in. You do not have to be a club member. All traffic will go through net control, and since emergency traffic may break in at any time, please leave a brief pause between transmissions. The purpose of this net is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchanging of amateur-related ideas and information to enhance net operating practices and to keep members up to date about club happenings. This net meets here every Monday evening at 8:30 p.m. local time, preceded by Amateur Radio Newsline at 8:01. We will start with announcements and then ask for check-ins from any officer or member who has an announcement of general interest to the club. Once that is complete, I'll take check-ins, call signs only, 5 at a time, and confirming each call. Then I'll correspond with those 5 check-ins and ask for 5 more until we're done. If you're a regular participant, I'll probably recognize you by call sign. If not, please give your call repeated phonetically, followed by your name and your location. When all check-ins have been worked, I will repeat the announcements and then give one last call for check-ins. We also operate a band exploration net at 9:30 p.m. after this net. Please join us if you have the privileges and equipment. This evening, the band exploration net at 9:30 will be on 6 meters, upper sideband, at approximately 50.270 megahertz. Here are the announcements. Okay, most importantly, the sign-up for the holiday dinner on Wednesday, the sign-up will end. Sign up by end of the day tomorrow. That's Tuesday. After that, the sign-up application will be gone. The holiday dinner will be at the New Era Cafe, and that's on 10 Maslin Road. We will start to gather like 5:30 or 6, and the sign-up sheet and also the website www.cfarc.org tells us what time we'll be ordering dinner, which will be from the menu. The next business meeting, which will probably have a slightly different format from the usual business meetings of the past, will be on January 11th. And the activity meeting will be January 25th, 2023. And the meeting place will be in person at the Pilgrim United Church of Christ on 130 Broad Boulevard. Get to the parking lot going south off of Broad Boulevard on 2nd Street. and also both meetings will be on Zoom. So please plan to participate. That's all that I have in the way of announcements at this time. Are there any members or committee people that have items of interest to the club?
WA3JAT.
WA3JAT. Go ahead, Jim.
I just wanted to mention the January activity meeting. Presenter will be Frank, W8EZT, who will be talking about our repeater and possible changes, additions to it. It will be somewhat of an interactive meeting, and hopefully a lot of people will be able to attend in person, but if not, via Zoom, because it's one where you can have some input into the program. Back to net, W8VPV, WA3JAT.
Okay, Jim, I made a note of that, and I'll repeat that at the end of the net when I repeat the announcements. Anybody else have anything special for the net?
K8ZT.
K8ZT. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yes, if you're looking for the sign-up sheet for the party, it is on the website. Also, you should have received an email in the last 2 days, but you can go to the website and click on the link. If you have any trouble with it, let me know. Just drop me an email, and I'll be happy to take care of getting that for you. And I think also Frank will be covering setting up and utilizing the current repeater. So if you're a new 2-meter user and you're interested in more functionality of the repeater, make sure you make it to the January meeting. This is K8ZT.
Okay, very good. Yeah, that's the January 25th meeting. So anybody else have anything? Okay, not hearing any. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for 5 check-ins. Let me acknowledge each one at a time.
KD8VYT.
X. KD8VYT. There was somebody else in there. Go ahead.
D8YAX.
KD8YAX. I have you forced. Another one, please. Mark and Akron, in and out. There was a pile up there, but the one in Akron, in and out. Go ahead. November 8, November Hotel, Mark and Akron, in and out. Okay, Mark and Akron, N8 NH, I have you in and out. Thanks. Another check-in, please.
AB8OU, in and out.
AB8OU, in and out. I have you in and out. Thanks, Zeke. Another one, please.
N8OQP.
N8OQP. Are you portable or something?
Yeah, I'm in my room in Akron General.
Okay, let's just take you right now. Go ahead.
W8VPV.
Thank you, John. Oh. It's been a long road. And I'm happy to say that I can see them. Oh, sorry about that. This thing's blacked out. It looks like I'm coming home tomorrow, so hopefully we can get things back functioning again. That's about all I got. I keep dropping out of this, so I keep watching it and the battery's dying. I'll just turn it back to net. I want everybody to know I'm doing okay. I need OQP back to net.
Oh, Okay, Pat, thanks. That's good to hear. Okay, great. So you'll probably be going home tomorrow. Great. Okay, let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3. Let's take 2 more. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. WBHCXO, and 1 more.
WHDIS Oscar.
WADIS. I hear somebody else in there. Go ahead.
Alpha Charlie 8, X-Ray Oscar.
Okay, Vince, I have you. Okay, so let's see. That takes us up to Russ, KD8VYT. Go ahead, Russ, with your comments. Oh, you know what, people? I forgot I have a trivia question.
Go ahead with your trivia question.
I have to find it. Okay, here's the trivia question. In what year did the U.S. military first use radio communication in combat? Okay, your choices are A, 1910, B, 1914, C, 1920, or D, 1922. Again, what year did the U.S. military first use radio communications in combat? We'll go to Russ, and anybody else that wants to recheck in that already checked in, let me know. Go ahead, Russ.
Well, first of all, as far as the trivia question goes, I wasn't born till 1962, so I'm going to have to say the answer to the trivia question is yes. That's about the best I can do. And as far as Pat goes, I hope you're doing all right. You said you were doing all right. I heard you were getting a brain transplant, and well, that works out good. As far as the Christmas party goes, I got a little bird told me that there's going to be a special guest at the Christmas party. So to find out who that's going to be, you're just going to have to show up. All right, this is KD8VYT 73.
Okay, Russ, very good. I have you down for Russ, and okay, yeah, I wonder who that special guest is. Talking about that, the topic for the discussion, the presentation will be about the canals in the area here, and not just the existing ones, but a lot of them, and who knows, maybe some of us have our house on where a canal was or whatever, so that'll be a pretty interesting presentation. Let's see, so that takes us down to Forrest, KD8YAX. Go ahead, Forrest, with your comments.
I have no comments, but I would guess the first.
Okay, so your guess is A, 1910?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Thanks for checking in, and Maybe we'll hear you on the band exploration net on 6 meters this evening. Okay, that takes us to WB8CXO. Go ahead with your comments. Did you want to give a guess for the trivia question? Okay, thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. And we have a band exploration net that changes frequencies from week to week, and today it's on 6 meters on 50.270 megahertz upper sideband, plus or minus QRM. So we'd be glad to hear you if you have the equipment. Okay, so that takes us to W8DIS. Go ahead, Bill, with your comments.
Hello, everyone. Great to hear you on the air, Pat. Hope you're still listening. It's just good to hear you out there. Hello to everybody. Nothing special here. As far as the trivia goes, complete wag guess, totally arbitrary. I picked 1914. We'll see if that's anywhere close. So I'll take it back to you guys. W8DIS, back to net.
Okay, Bill, thanks for the guess, and we'll let you know at the end how you did there. So that takes us to Vince, AC8XO. Go ahead. This is Whiskey 8 Victor, Papa Victor.
Good evening, everybody on the net. AC8XO here, your newsletter editor. The newsletter's out, and we'll see what happens next year. The next time I publish a newsletter is after first of the year, so you got until from now until first of the year to figure out if you want to go and scribble something and let me have it. Otherwise, you get my comments and my noise and whatever I find. Anyway, that's all I have. Happy holidays to everybody, because I don't know if I'll be back on the net, but I'll try. And I hope everybody has fun at the Christmas party coming Wednesday. AC8XO, back to net.
W8VPV. Repeater.
Okay, Vince, very good. Thanks for your comments. So, did you hear that, people? Vince says let them have it. So, hop to it there for next year. Okay, let's see. So that takes us to the bottom of the list. So this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for 5 more check-ins.
Kilowatt, Bravo 8, Papa Radio Kilowatt.
KB8PRK, I have you. Another one, please.
K8WTK.
KA8WTK, I have you. Another one, please.
Whiskey 8, Echo Zulu Tango.
Whiskey 8, Echo Zulu Tango, I have you. Another one, please.
WA8WFX.
WA8WFX, I have you. Another one, please.
8 KVI.
KE8KVI. Okay. Let's see. So that takes us up to KB8PRK. Go ahead with your comments. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Papa Victor.
KB8PRK. Well, good evening there, John, and everybody else. With regards to Pat, I hope he's not laying around waiting for parts to come in from China. I'm sure he'll get me on that, but I'm glad to hear he's coming home tomorrow. That's hopefully a good sign. Hope the outcome is good. The trivia question, good question there, John. I don't really know, but I'm going to give it a shot because I think the Titanic, that went down in 1912, I believe, and I know they had radios then, crude as they were, but they worked. I'm going to go with 1914. I don't know if the military jumped on that bandwagon earlier than the commercial shipping or what, but I'm going to go with 1914. It just seems like the right answer to me. And I plan on being there at dinner Wednesday. It sounds like it's going to be a good time. So with that, I'll turn it back to you there. KDPRK.
Okay, very good. And the question, I guess the key word is combat there, so that's a reasonable guess there. So, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody at the Christmas dinner there. So that takes us to Bill, KA8WTK. Go ahead.
Yeah, W8VPV, KA8WTK. This is Bill in Talmadge. Pat, hope you get out of the hospital. It's not a pleasant place to be. I spent at least one night this year, and it's rather be home. Much rather be home. Other than that, we're just celebrating the anniversary of the end of Prohibition, which was December 5th, 1933. So, other than that, trivia question, 1922, please. Other than that, back to net. Have a good evening. This is KA8WTK.
Okay, Bill, I have you down for 1922. Thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening, and maybe we'll hear you on 6 meters. Okay, so that takes us to Frank, W8EZT. Go ahead, Frank, with your comments.
Well, good evening, everybody. Good to hear you all in there, and looking forward to seeing everybody Wednesday at the Christmas party. I think we'll all have a good time. Just a reminder, there is a sign-up involved in that. We want to make sure that we have enough server staff to get the food out in a reasonable time frame. So if you're going to be attending, please go ahead and sign up by tomorrow night, and that's when we're going to get the total number and call it into the facility. Other than that, not a whole lot to say. I would say 1920 as a guess, but that is a guess. I think it was after the Titanic, but that's what comes to mind. So I'll go with 1920, but it is a guess. Other than that, I don't have anything to add, so we'll hand it back to you. This is W8EZT, back to net.
Okay, thanks, Frank. I have you down for 1920, and we'll see you at the Christmas dinner there. So that takes us to Floyd, WA8WFX. Go ahead, Floyd, with your comments. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor.
W8VPV, this is WA8WFX. Good evening to you and everyone on the net. Say hello to my old friend WB86L. Good to hear you in there, Mike. And Frank and the guy after me, Ron, also going way back to high school days. Anyways, good to hear you all in there. I'm going to miss out Wednesday. I have something else I have to do. I think I would rather come to the Christmas party, but that's another story and unavoidable at this point. So we're all having a little time trying to keep a little bit warm as the weather decides to go up and down and up and down and up and down, and makes you try and keep healthy too. Pat, hope you get feeling much better, and you also get home tomorrow. That always helps. Everybody have a good evening. W8VPV, WA8WFX.
Okay, for checking. Let's see. Did you have a guess for the trivia question? It's about when did the U.S. military first use radio communications in combat? And the choices were 1910, 1914, 1920, and 1922.
Well, I would purely make a guess also, but I'm gonna maybe guess 1914. WA8 WFX.
Okay, Floyd, I have you down for 1914. That takes us to Ron, KE8 KVI. Go ahead, Ron. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor.
Hello, everybody out there in Radio Land. Really hoping to see you guys on Wednesday at the party, and it should be loads of fun. Not much to report today for me. Been working on some camera technical issues off and on through the day. Think I have them all resolved, and now I get to go out tomorrow morning and install one. Yay, that'll be fun. Fortunately, it's indoors, so not too much problem. As far as the trivia question, not really sure. I would go with 1920. That sounds about right.
Okay, Ron, I have you down for 1920. So thanks for checking in, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Okay, that takes us to the bottom of the list. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for 5 more check-ins.
K8HMS Mobile.
K8HMS Mobile, we'll take you right now, Steve. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, just got out of the store. Yeah, good evening to you. Good evening to everybody. Glad I got on here early enough to check in with my old Radio Shack XTX202 I got working again. Anyway, other than that, not a lot going on. Hopefully I'll be home for the other net. I don't know where it is tonight. And I'll go with 1914 on the, I think that was in there. I don't know if there was one before that or not, but I'll go with that. Back to net, KHMS.
W8VPV. Repeater.
Okay, Steve, I have you down for 1914. And the band exploration net is on 6 meters tonight on 50.270 megahertz. If you hear something running in the background, it's this radio that I have. I don't have it on the shelf yet. It's just right beside, not far from the microphone, and that's the little cooling fan running. So, let's see. That takes us to the bottom of the list. Oh, no, that's right. Okay, this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for 4 more check-ins. I just caught the last syllable. Go ahead.
This is WA3JAT with a recheck.
Oh, go ahead, Jim, with your recheck.
I didn't give you my answer to the trivia question, first of all, and I would say 1914 is my guess. And also wanted to mention my grandson Emmett is listening on the net. He has an HT that I gave him. He's not licensed yet, but he did text me during the net that he is listening to the proceedings here this evening. Back to you, John, W8VPV, WA3JAT.
Okay, very good. Yeah, let's see. We won't be having a volunteer exam session for a while. So that gives him some time to do some practicing there on the testing. So thanks. I have you down for 1914. Okay, let's see. So this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor looking for 4 more check-ins.
Yeah, recheck.
Go ahead, recheck.
Yeah, thanks, John. Yeah, I just wanted to say I'll be anxious to see everybody Wednesday night. Looking forward to the Christmas party. And could I ask Jim, JAT, a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead, Steve. go ahead real quick.
Yeah, Jim, I think you live up there around 16th Street or something. I was up by there tonight. What are all the cars lined up along, I think it's Valley View, or not Valley View, but anyway, all the cars lined up along the street like going around a church.
Oh, I can answer that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the free food thing they have every Monday, except they didn't have it the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wondered. I've been by there a couple times, and my gosh, they were lined up all along the street. So, okay. Yep, people picking up the old freebies. So, okay. Thanks, John. Back to Netgate HMS.
Yeah, I go past them when I'm driving my old Buick to the Riverfront Cruise In, so that's funny. Okay, so this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor looking for 4 more check-ins.
NAWHR Mike in Brunswick, in and out.
There was a double there, but I got an N8W something, in and out, go ahead.
It's going to be November 8th, Whiskey Hotel Romeo, Mike in Brunswick.
Oh, Mike in Brunswick, oh, that's you have a good signal. And you're in and out, so thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. So there was somebody else in there with Mike. Go ahead. Well, maybe not. Okay, this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins. You're not able to hold the repeater there. Maybe if you can increase your power or increase your elevation. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor.
KE8 FKN, Ron in Fairlawn.
Was that KE8 FKN?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Go ahead with your comments and guess on the trivia question. If you didn't hear it, I can repeat it.
No, I'm guessing 1910.
Okay, anything else for the net here?
No, just in and out, thank you.
Okay, thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins.
November 8, Yankee Romeo X-ray, Buck and Green.
November 8, Yankee Romeo X-ray, Buck. Do you have a guess for the trivia question?
Hi, John. Yes, I do. It's not a guess. I'm pretty sure it's, I think it was me, 1914. That strikes me as about the right time. But anyway, I just wanted to send Pat my best regards. Glad to hear he's coming home from the hospital. I've always enjoyed listening to Pat's voice on the radio. And just hope the best for him. So, other than those two, all I've got to say. Back to net, AYRX.
Okay, Buck. Thanks for checking in, and I'll hear you tomorrow on the Ohio Emergency Preparedness Net there on 3902 kilohertz. So I have you down for 1914. Okay, this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins.
November 8, Lima Tango Radio, Bill in Green.
Good evening, Bill in Green. What's going on there? I guess you have your construction area there covered over, huh?
Not yet. It was pulled open, shooing the leaves out of the hole today, but it'll get covered up in a bit. Not too much else going on for me, so I'll make it one and done. And on the trivia, I'm going to guess 1910. Let's go early, give it a whirl, and an LTR.
Okay, Bill, I have you down for 1910. Yeah, the temperature is holding up. It's too bad that you weren't able to get some concrete there. You know, it's still not too cold for it. Over.
Oh, yeah, that's true, but I'm down with a medical issue for the last couple of weeks, and going to be another couple of weeks before I'm ambulatory again and can run around and do things. So it'll have to wait till spring, and it'll be here.
Okay, Bill. Yeah, well, that's too bad. You did all that work there on that and getting that prepared. Okay, well, good luck with getting that in the spring. Hopefully that works out for you. Okay, so this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins.
W8VPV. Repeater. P.
This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins.
RKA.
N8RKA. Artie, what's going on over there?
Not much at all.
You going to be going to the Christmas dinner there?
No, I got another meeting I got to go to.
Okay, did you want to take a guess on the trivia question? I can repeat it. It's real quick.
You're going to end up having to repeat it. I didn't even hear it.
Okay, in what year did the U.S. military first use radio communications? And your guess in combat. Okay, and your choices are A, 1910, B, 1914, C, 1920, or D, 1922.
Read them again, just the answers.
Okay, in combat, A, 1910, B, 1914, C, 1920, or D, 1922.
I'd say 1920.
Okay, I have you down for 1920. Sorry you're not going to be at the Christmas dinner there, so have a good evening, 73, and maybe I'll hear you on 6 meters this evening. We're at 50.270 megahertz, plus or minus QRM, upper sideband. Okay, so this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins. Wow, that was pretty scratchy. I thought I heard an echo and maybe a hotel. Go ahead, try again there. If you can, get higher elevation or higher power. No, that didn't help any. Let's see. Well, give it another try there. Go ahead. Okay, well, I didn't hear anything that time. I'll repeat the announcements, and then I'll give one last call for check-ins. Okay, so the announcements. Tomorrow is the last day for signing up for the Christmas dinner, which is on Wednesday evening. Sign up for that so that we can give a good count to the restaurant there so that they can assign the proper number of servers. And let's see, so that's tomorrow is the sign up, last day for signing up for the Wednesday Christmas dinner. Let's see, and that Christmas dinner is at the New Era Cafe, 10 Maslin Road. Let's see, so for next year, the first business meeting is January 11th, and there may be a slightly more enjoyable format to that, so please plan to attend. And then on January 25th is our activity meeting, and there'll be a presentation about our repeater, and it will be an interactive presentation. So if you have questions or suggestions or whatever, please plan to attend that. And both meetings will be in person at the Pilgrim United Church of Christ, 130 Broad Boulevard, which can be, the parking lot can be accessed on 2nd Street off the south side of Broad Boulevard. And let's see, and they will both be on Zoom also. So please plan to attend those meetings. Let's see, and let's see here. The Christmas dinner will have a presentation, and it will be about the canals in the area, not just the existing ones, but ones that used to exist, and who knows where they are. It's not generally known, and maybe one of our houses is on a former canal site. Who knows? So that's going to be a fun presentation there. Let's see, I think that's all that I have in the way of announcements. So this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor, last call for check-ins.
I'll do a recheck, any WireX.
Go ahead, Buck, with your recheck.
Okay, John, I just wanted to give you a little laugh here. I had tried earlier to check in, and I think I tried 4 times, and you weren't hearing me, and I thought, man, I must be just doubling and losing out on the double every time. Right before I did get in, I looked at my radio closer, and I suddenly realized that I was on the VFO and not the memory. So I don't think I had a tone in for it. That must have been it, because it wasn't bringing up the repeater at all. So it's one of those where I hit myself in the forehead. So just thought out there. Any WireX?
Okay, you're in there solid. There's some noise in the background, but you're in there solid. No choppiness at all whatsoever. So you got it, Buck. Thanks. Thanks for that. Okay, so this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. Last call for check-ins.
Recheck, John.
Go ahead, Artie. Recheck.
All right, yeah. I just wanted to
tell everybody thanks that helped out on the Ganesser home run for the homeless on Thanksgiving Day. And just remember, well, you did it this year, you're on the list for next year. So, and we'll go and leave it at that. How about that, John? NRKA.
Yeah, that sounds good. Very good. And we could use one more, but it worked out okay. Yeah, that worked out very good. And we'll see what that medical person capability has. So thanks for setting that up and getting that all organized there, Artie. It worked out very well.
W8VPV. Repeat.
Hey, no problem. Question for you. Where would you say the one person would have to be?
There was some medical person there. John Brown was mentioning it on the during the net that there was a medical person that had like a cart that you push by hand, you know, which I don't know how she expected to get to where medical aid was needed, but that's what was there, and maybe they should have had that in a vehicle or something. But that's the first year that I heard of anything like that. Over.
I would have to agree with you on that. It has to be in a vehicle. All right. Well, I'll put it this. We'll talk about it later. Okay. All right. NRKA. We'll let you get back to what you're doing.
Okay, Artie. Very good. So this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. In preparing to close this net, I would like to thank all of you who took the time to join us and check in tonight. Without your participation, there would be no net. This has been John, and my call is WO3X, and it's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. At this time, I will close the net with 22 check-ins counting myself and return the repeater to normal customary amateur radio use after I give the answer to the trivia question. Let's see. Okay, so the answer to the trivia question was 1914. So we had WA3JAT, WA8DIS, KB8PRK, WAAWFX, K8HMS, and Buck N8YRX. Had the right answer. That was 1914, and the keyword there was combat. There was no combat in 1910, 1920, or 1922. So this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor closing the net at 9:18 p.m. local time. 7-3.
Good job on the net tonight, and good trivia question, John. I was guessing and I guessed wrong, but good job. What frequency is the band exploration net tonight? Is that 10 meters or 6?
6 meters. It's on 6 meters on the first Monday, then 10 meters on the second Monday, 40 meters on the third Monday, and as you know,
Sounds good. I'll be there. Thanks, John. W8ECT clear.
WO3X clear.